What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Honest Reviews, a brand new series brought to you by me, Grenaders001, and today we're going to discuss Call of Duty Ghost and give it a little review, considering that its last DLC already hit the market and it's technically already done and dead. So, let's get right into what we're going to talk about today, and today I'm going to break down this review into three just simple things I really want to look at when we're talking about Call of Duty Ghost, and that is just in general what it's about, what it did right, and what it did wrong. So let's start with what it's about. So this game is probably one of the most hated games in Call of Duty history. Why? Well, it has a lot of multiplayer issues, and that's pretty much it, because most of the people that play this game play it for the multiplayer and not really much for the extinction or squads or any other mode. But let's start with the modes that it comes with and what it does, what it provides. So starting off with extinction is kind of, boring and bland. It's sort of a rip-off from Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies, and it's not really anything too intuitive, anything that's too exciting. A lot of people really didn't like it, but I guess this was designed for new players that haven't really played any Call of Duty in general. This would be a great Call of Duty for them to start on. So for all of us veterans that have played Call of Duty for a long time, really don't seem to like it that much as other people, but that's everybody's own opinion. So moving on to the squads mode. The squads mode was actually something made for people that weren't really that good for the game, because all squad mode is basically just you playing with other people's clan or squads or whatever, and it's basically you playing with AIs or computers or whatever you want to call them, bots, and that's pretty much it. Free, easy XP to get there. Not a lot of people play it. I do know a very low percentage of people do play it, but whatever amount of people play it are just playing against the computer. So not very exciting right there. But moving on to campaign is probably a better thing than squads or extinction combined. So campaign is not too shabby. It's a very, very touching story, but still it lacks in the way that the game, Call of Duty in general, and the campaigns aren't really that heartwarming or heart clenching ever since Modern Warfare 2, because in Modern Warfare 2 a lot of people disliked the way Ghost died from Shepard stabbing him in the heart or shooting him or whatever the fuck he did. But Call of Duty Ghost didn't really change that aspect. They tried, but they didn't really, in my personal opinion, they did not go through with what they were doing in the trailer, because in the trailer it looks so much more interesting, a lot of bombs and explosions and Call of Duty sort of material. So moving on to multiplayer, which is basically whatever people want it to be, because a lot of people dislike it, a lot of people like it. Those people that like it are mostly those new players that are brand new to the Call of Duty franchise, and that is why they love the game so much, and those are the people that defend the game and call it the best game or the best Call of Duty in the world. But moving on to the actual things that they did right and wrong in the multiplayer, because just the way this game works is very, very complex, and a lot of people don't understand why they die so fast, why these maps are so big, and why. So let's get down into the negatives of this game, and then we'll move on to the positives and end this review in a positive way. So starting with a couple of negatives here. The maps are way too big, and there's not enough players to cover up the entire map and give it the action it deserves in every single part of the map. There are a lot, what's it called, Stormfront I think it's called, or Stonehaven, I think, yeah, it's Stonehaven. That is probably one of the bigger maps. It's a big map. It's sort of like a ground from Modern Warfare 3, but it's just a big huge open map, and a lot of people don't really see that much action in that map because it's so huge. Only snipers have the advantage of sniping around here and there, and even though with that big open space and snipers, it's still a very quiet and slow gameplay, and it's just not that fun, and it's not, the maps are so big that it encourages people to camp. These new players are afraid of dying because they know they will die in 2 shots. They're so afraid that they just camp, and For those of you that don't know the term camping, it's when you basically just sit in the corner and wait for people to run by, or when you just hold down a certain spot for way too long and you're just abusing the power that you have by standing in that overpowered or mainly corrupted site. So that's what camping is, and if you didn't know, a lot of people do that in this game because the maps are so big. But moving on from the negatives to a couple of positive things. Like I said, this is a very good game for first people that are playing Call of Duty. They get a sense of, let's say, noobism. That's what I'm going to call it, brand new word, noobism. Noobism, what I mean by that is that this game is pretty easy to get used to because you die and kill so quickly that it's very easy for new players to get a hold of it and to kind of understand what's going on in the game. And actually, what I want to sort of get through to you guys that you guys might not understand is that people that are playing this game are mostly new people, because that's what kind of what I've been receiving from, I've been looking around and seeing from other people and asking people and just getting information before this video. I got on a lobby and asked, and the lobbies usually get around maybe 10 to 12 people. 12, I think 12 is the max. And I would ask the lobby if there were new players or if they've played previous Call of Duties, and I'd have to say that 6 out of 12 people, which is kind of half, exactly half actually, half of the players said that they were new and that this was their first Call of Duty. And that's a good thing. People are joining the sort of bandwagon that we have here with the Call of Duty franchise, and they're getting used to it, they're getting hooked on, which is a very good thing. But at the same time, these new players are, I guess, treated a bit more of, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's the way that they made this game so easy, to the point that us veterans that have played this game for since COD 4, we see this game as just trash. A couple of examples here. The light machine guns are way too overpowered. Some of the lethals are extremely overpowered. The most popular one, I'd have to say, is the IED. That thing is too overpowered. That is too much. It's basically a bouncing Betty combined with a Claymore, combined with a C4, and combined with like a Semtex. It's just like a big mush of like a bunch of different lethals into one little package, and that package is very deadly. A lot of people like to just throw them around, put them on the grass, and considering that the maps are huge, you don't really care where you're looking at, and you step on one of these and blow up, or it's maybe like stuck to the wall, stuck to the ceiling. It can virtually be stuck anywhere, and most of the people that are rushing or maybe having just a great old time walk by and kaboom, blown up. So that's pretty much it, for that sort of segment of the multiplayer campaign, squads, and extinction. And now I'm going to give my overall opinion of the game and what I think about it, what I think it could do better, and what I hope for its future. So, talking about the extinction can do so much better if they would just make it a bit more easier. I think it is way too complicated and way too hard to actually get past a certain level or certain game modes. I mean, me myself, I haven't really paid much attention to that, because every time I play, I can't get past a freaking level. I always die, and the people that play the game with me, randoms or friends, they always end up dying too, no matter how good they are at the game. And I know some people just, I don't know, they're way too good and they get past it in a cinch, but I'm not that good. And it's, for me, it's a very awful experience, because you have regular weapons, you can't upgrade the weapons to the point that you're better than the aliens that are around. And so I think that's a turn off for me, because I don't want it to be exactly like zombies where you can pack a punch a gun, but you can at least make it to where the gun, I don't know, gets a certain ability, gets more damage, gets more something to make it a bit more, I guess, stronger in a sense, and make it better into the game. So from that, extinction can do much more better if it did that. Squads mode, it could do so much more. It has so much potential, but the developers did not, they failed to see that it's just not too entertaining. I mean, you're playing with computers or bots or AIs or whatever you want to call them, and most of them are pretty easy, and some of them are pretty hard because they're all prestige masters, or it just takes a little bit of, I guess, creativity to kind of make it into a squad or a class that fits each soldier. And it's just a sort of a mind game when it comes to that. But something they could do better is basically just adding different, because squads shouldn't be just exactly like multiplayer. It should be its own mode, like it's supposed to be squad. So they should add different perks, different weapons, and different things to it to make it a bit different and make it stand out from multiplayer, so people won't just say it's just multiplayer with bots. You don't want that mindset for people that are coming into this game. So moving on from that into the last category, which is the campaign. The campaign is outstanding. It's pretty good. It's not that oh my god campaign, but most of the Call of Duty campaigns are okay. They're not too amazing, they're not too complex, they're not just wow, but this still got a solid concrete plot to it. And the ending at the end was a cliffhanger, but it's, I guess it's their way of saying, hey, Call of Duty Ghosts 2 is coming up, so you better buy it. So that's what I got from campaign. And things they could do better with it is just make, they tried to make the characters attachable to you, so you'd be like, oh my god, don't die, please, you're the best character in the world, just like they did with Ghost. Ghost was like the freaking thing, the man, the person. And so was Roach, and all these people. The characters were just like, oh, I don't know, something about them that made me like them even more, and not I didn't want them to die in the game and whatnot. So maybe try to work on that. That's not too hard. But moving on to multiplayer, something you can work on is basically the spawn system, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is okay. I know some of the weapons are underrated or underpowered, I would say. Some of the score streaks are underpowered, some of these kill streaks are underpowered as well. A lot of things have issues, but the biggest issue I see here is the spawning system, and how you can basically you can literally just spawn in front of somebody, turn around and kill them. Or you could be on the receiving end. Someone could spawn and just in front of you, turn around and kill you, and that's just bullshit. It shouldn't work that way. It should work to where the spawn system is random, but not too random, just like in this game. In my head, I should see, okay, I spawned on this side, they spawned on that side. We should spawn right here, and if we start getting overrun, we should spawn somewhere else. And then, corresponding like that, just spawning in different spots, but not literally spawning in front of an enemy and getting killed or killing them. And that's just, a big, huge problem that a lot of people are having with this game. And so, ending on a good note, something that I really, really liked about this game was Riley. Not in the multiplayer wise, because Riley is a bit annoying in multiplayer because it's a fucking death magnet that if it jumps on you, you are dead. So, the campaign, I love Riley. I love how the mission actually, immerses you into the dog, into how you can move around, how you have that first person feeling of the dog to where you can bite the people, and just that is basically my favorite part of the campaign, my favorite part of the overall game. And so out of 100 points I would put out there, because the game is so complex and different, I would give it a 72 out of 100, or basically 7 stars out of 10, or yeah, 7 stars out of 10, or 72 points out of 100, just something like that, something around 7, because 7, I guess, is a solid concrete number that you can make your assumptions by. So if you're brand new to Call of Duty, or if you're still wondering if you should get it, even though it's been out for literally almost a year now, I really advise you to maybe think about it. If you have the money, go get it. If you have the money and then some, obviously go get it. It's a great game. But if you're struggling with money and you want to save up for Advanced Warfare, I highly recommend you wait for Advanced Warfare and not spend your money on Call of Duty Ghosts, because you might not like it. And so that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you for watching this amazing review. I love these. I love making these because these are so easy to make. I can literally poop these out in a freaking day. So you might be able to get daily content on this channel from now on. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this commentary and or review, please leave a comment down below. What should I review next? All right, I want to review things. So a little you know, the video's over, you can click off now, but for those of you that love this channel and have it dear to your heart, here's a little bit of information that you guys might be interested in. From now on, I'm going to start reviewing things because I have pretty much nothing else to do. So I'm going to start reviewing games, reviewing consoles, reviewing PC parts, maybe if I can get my hands on them, but gadgets, reviews, and just like a bunch of different things that I'll be reviewing. I'll, you know, if you want, I'll review a freaking bookcase. You know, this bookcase has so-and-so shelves, and, you know, just things like that. I want to review random things and review them honestly. You know, a lot of people review things, but they're being paid, and so they're like, oh my god, this game is the best, Call of Duty Ghost rocks, you should totally buy it, and, you know, yada yada yada. Well, I'm not getting paid to review this game. I'm not getting paid to do any of this at all. And so what I really want to get to you across is that this is a honest review from somebody, just a random commentator, you know, reviewing this game and giving it my own personal opinion. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and make sure to, you know, leave a comment down there telling me what to review. And so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch the rest of the videos. And I think my outro has gotten way too long, so I'm gonna have to cut you off here. Thanks for watching. Peace out.